I don't have too much time to say too much. I really wish I could make this not so spur of the moment, but I am going to make it anyway. This is for the elites, specifically the presidents, the people of the Presbyterian, Apostle, Catholic, Latter-day Saints, any church that's doing corruption with adoption and trafficking of children, mutilation and torture to death. I'm talking to you guys. I did not want to be your enemy, but you knew exactly who I was before I was born. You knew exactly who I was when I was born, and you knew exactly what you were doing while I was struggling. Instead of being a part of the program that helps enhance life for the humans that you're exploiting with life insurance policies in the churches. So like I said, instead of exploiting people using life insurance policies and murdering the people that go to your churches and having them do adoptions, claiming you care about children when they have some situation like incest or RAPE going on at home or whatever, or if they were targeted to have that happen, instead of doing that and using those children as collateral damage and using your own church members as collateral damage so that you can get funding for your churches that are corrupt and falsifying the word of God, you knew better and you should have done better. And now, because this is all exposed and you're upset because sacred knowledge needs to be exposed, the enhancement of human evolution needs to happen, the frequency of the planet needs to happen, since you're so mad about that, you had the CIA tracking me down. I had $1 million contract for the death on my head, and you guys still failed. What does that tell you? Does that not tell you that God has chosen me to get rid of what you are doing? Do I want death? No, I don't. But according to the laws that deal with succession, if you torture or conspire to kill royalty, the sentence is death. Didn't you sentence me to death? Didn't you sentence me to torture for 39 years? Didn't you sentence me to be cattle? So since you sentenced me to a life of enslavement, which goes against the whole point of you orchestrating enforcement of inalienable rights, which goes against the Declaration of Independence, it goes against the Constitution, since you actively chose to do that as a shadow government, is it not fair for the punishment of death based on the laws? Let's enforce the laws for once. Now you're afraid of the laws because now you're getting caught. That's not my problem. That's not my fault. You only have yourselves to blame. And some of you were chosen by God to be better, to actually have purpose in this life. And I guess you could sit here and say, oh, my purpose was to wake you up. You could say that. But if you genuinely wanted to wake up chosen ones, your purpose would have been to change the world, change the school system so that we can enhance and evolve normally, like normal children with heightened gifts, and then teach us the right way to use our gifts, teach us how to be good. Isn't that what you already indoctrinate? If you would have indoctrinated these good ideas, like the ones that I was indoctrinated with, those are the ones I follow, regardless of what my family might have been. I chose to be this way because of the foundation that my mother and my father gave me. It was very simple. It was very structured. Both of my parents were very structured in their own ways. And if you can indoctrinate children like that who have abilities and teach them that they use their abilities for good, we wouldn't be here right now. You chose this. I don't want death for you. But it's not for me to decide. Out of the thousands to millions of my ancestors that you have murdered for your gain, I have given this up to God, and God has decided that is the price. Your life is the price. since my life was the price, and 10 other women and men that were born with my DNA were the price that you harvested, that you siphoned, that you tortured, that you raped, that you murdered. Since their lives were the price, that's 10 lives. Not including the hundreds that were just murdered here in New York City after stealing my eggs. I only have a certain amount of eggs. So I don't know how many I have left. I don't know if I can have any more kids left. But you know what? Even if you've sacrificed me with my eggs, you're not going to sacrifice the rest of the chosen. Because I will make this place better. And your kind that does black magic to hurt people, that does hexes, conjures up negative, dark spirits and entities, your kind is no longer welcome. This will be God's ground again. Sorry to disappoint you. Welcome to New Earth.